Well, let me fill it with a single seed, right? Yeah. When you don't have bins or bags, it's pretty ridiculous. Can you make bins out of stone? I don't think so, right? Because stone pots replace barrels, but I don't think there's a stone bin equivalent. Anonymous gifter giving me 5 subs. Thank you very much. An anonymous gifter. Bins are wood or metal. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. No stove bins. Those are a feature in Masterwork Edition. Yeah. Sometimes, every now and again, I get confused. I haven't played a ton with the Masterwork version. Masterwork Edition is a mod, by the way. But they did introduce a few things, like stone beds, for example. Okay. The yaks and dogs keep fighting, which is very inconvenient. You know what I could do? Is I could make a dining hall instead of one of these suites of bedrooms. Which I kind of like the idea of. You know what we could do? That would be kind of neat, right? Put some tables and chairs in these little things. Make this whole area into a dining hall. But the tables and chairs, put them over here. Leave this area open as like a dance floor because we can do the combination mining hall tavern that I'm quite keen on. Yeah, I like this. You're moving slowly. You're carrying a rock? Yep. Hauling some chalk. Oh, because this generic stockpile. Hold on. Turn off the stone. Oop. Don't drag stone over there, please. It's gonna be way too slow. Stone beds are nice. I know, it feels really weird, because it's like, well, I mean, presumably you're still putting a mattress on it or something like that, right? It's not like sleeping on a pure wooden slab would be very comfortable either. So why don't we have it? Right? Do we turn off wood for construction? No? Where would we... What do you mean for that? Where would they be using wood? Unless we order them to. When we build walls. Oh, yeah, no, not yet. But yeah, that's a good point. I will be doing that. In fact, what I'll probably do, right, is I'll use the planner. This is what I use DF Hack for, so that I don't have to choose materials every time. And I'm probably want to limit it to specifically to blocks, which is normally what I do. But yeah, we can turn off logs right now, leave on boulders and block. But really, it's like, no, I don't want to use boulders either. We just want to use blocks. Because you cut a boulder into 4 blocks, and blocks are a lot lighter to move around, and just tends to look nicer if you do everything like that. But yeah. Here I didn't choose logs for the workshops. That was still on the list, but I was choosing it manually, and I just chose the slate. But right now everyone's still busy just doing hauling stuff, which is okay. I mean, other than the miners. They're about to finish their mining jobs. Have they dug out this area up here yet? Oh, they have. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're going to build workshop, farming, farm plot. There we go. Get that going on, and we'll get to work on our underground stuff. In fact, what I'll do is right over here, I will make this into a seed stockpile. So under food, seeds, allow all seeds. Call it the seed stockpile. And what I should do over here is food, seeds, unpermit, So the seeds should all get stored near our actual farming operation. I mean, 2x2 tiles, not a lot of space for it, but that's going to be fine for now. And yeah, what we should see now is our miners are going to be completely idle. So I'm just going to change it so they're not doing mining exclusively, so they can help out doing other things. Disable plump helmets for cooking? Well, we'll consider that. I'm not too worried because we're not going to start cooking yet anyway, so. They're probably bringing down a bunch of individual logs over here from this wagon. Yeah, that's probably what's taking so long. Planters. So Delphinic Coder is our planter person. I think what I'll do right now is I'll make sure they are going to go and do that explicitly. What is this yellow X? Oh, construction suspended. I think someone got in each other's way. I'll turn off the exclusive farming thing in a bit, but right now I just want to make sure that this farming is getting done ASAP. Delphinic is apparently constructing a building currently. They probably started that job ahead of time. All right, Boyer's Workshop. So let's assign some nobles. So your manager and your bookkeeper don't need offices until you get 20 dwarves, but you still want to go and assign it. I guess Merv, just picking someone at the top of the list. Oh, hold on, you're a miner. We're gonna skip over you. Fisham, you're gonna be our manager, and our broker is Triddle has got some skills for that, which is gonna be good. Bookkeeper. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll make Triddle be the broker and the bookkeeper at the same time. That's going to be fine. And now the fact that we've got a manager means we can set up work orders and also access it via the O thing here. So what I'm going to do is, I know we have a premium on wood, but I'm going to ask for a single wooden crossbow to be made because we don't have the material really for anything else right now. I guess we'll need some bolts. I'm not going to want to make wooden bolts. I mean, I could make a few for some early hunting and then start doing bone stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. We're going to start asking for stone blocks to be made. I guess you just block. So. Rock blocks. That's what it's called, isn't it? Oh, it's been a while since we played. Rock blocks, if we've got fewer than, say, 100 of them, then make it. So, yeah, if we have fewer than 100 blocks, try to make up to 10 a day. We're going to throw that in. But, yeah, make sure we have at least 10 sitting around. Actually, I'll set it to, like... I don't know, that's probably too crazy. You know what? I'll set it to make sure we've got at least 10. Make up to 5 a day if we've got fewer than 100 blocks. I want to be able to do some pretty big construction projects. I could set a filter on it and, like, make sure it's shale or something. But I don't know. Should we... prevent our flux stone, at least for now, from being used for non-economic jobs? Probably a decent idea. And then, of course, we got to set up our mug industry. We don't need to do this, technically, because we've got access to DF hack and you know, better filtering for selling goods and whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All of our fortresses will always make a mug industry. We're going to try to... I mean, we might put this as a forever job, but for now, what we're going to say is if we've got fewer than 200 mugs, try to make up to 10 per day. Keep some non-economic rock around for something else. But we're going to start the mug industry. Let's go. Make mugs out of stores. We can do coins, which would be a lot of fun, too. I was also thinking we could become a weapon merchant for the Dwarven civilization. Maybe what we do is we make extra weapons and stuff out of non-steel, just miscellaneous metals we have kicking around. We sell those, but we keep high-quality steel weapons for ourselves. We have space for 12 bedrooms. So we're going to ask for 12 beds to be made. We're going to set up a repeating job for rock doors. Keep I don't know, keep up to 5 doors around, because sometimes we want to build some doors quick. I don't know. There's fewer than 4 doors. Then make me some doors. Tables and chairs the same way. Rock table. rock chair, throne. When they're made out of rock, they're called thrones. For whatever reason. And yeah, if we've got fewer than 4, make some. We've got fewer than 4, make some. Okay. Presumably, the farm plot's been put down. Yep, good. Plum helmet in the summer, plum helmet in the fall, plum helmets in the winter, and plum helmets in the spring. The only thing we're going to grow is plum helmets right now. Who's this? Delphinic is working on rock mugs. Well, they're also our farmer, so we may make some changes around there. We'll see. So let's go and use placement mode. So this is one of the reasons we use DF hack, is the ability to place objects even before we have them made. It'll just sort of queues it up. And then we could set filters for material and things to make sure everything matches. For now, I don't care. We're just going to get ready, plop down some doors. So you see that we had one door, so it's getting ordered right away. These with the clock are in a queue. It's going to wait until the doors get constructed, and then it'll go ahead and get them to start being placed. Same thing with our tables and chairs. So what we're going to do, tables, chairs, and then for a zone, we're going to do a dining hall zone, which is going to be all that. And then we're going to do a meeting area, which is going to be an inn/tavern. It's overlapped, so it's not as good, but that's okay. It is going to be just for like citizens, long-term residents. I don't know, just for citizens for now, it's going to be fine. So there's going to be a tavern area technically there that's going to be large enough so that they can do a little dance thing or whatever. Although we might need some instruments before that happens. We'll see. Furniture, beds. Choomp, 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 and choomp. That is the sound of beds going down, by the way, if you didn't know. And then for our zonage, we're going to go bedrooms, multi-mode, click and drag, and they'll define 12 bedrooms for us. There we are. And dwarves will automatically start claiming those, which is going to be nice. All right, a bunch of stuff has been moved downstairs, which is great. Our instrument's instrumental. Hey-oh. Oh, ads are about to start. So as soon as they start, we're going to take a break. Just like, you know what? I could use a little bit of a stretch. Also, mostly I could just use a break from talking, and then I'll slurp down a bunch of water, which I have with me. I remembered to bring it down, but I haven't been drinking enough of it. There we go. Ads have started, so we'll just do a little pause. And I'm going to get up, stretch my legs for a sec, and try to drink a bunch of water. And you all should as well. Did you miss me? So I was rooting around the pantry, because I want a little something. And I have decided that we need some god tier level cookies in here. And myself some pirate oatmeal peanut butter biscuits. These are some of the best cookies in the world, in my opinion. I'm going to have one. They're lovely. Can we get chair back? Did you pirate them? Yeah, I downloaded them. You wouldn't download a cookie? Yeah, this stream is sponsored by Peak Friends. They're the perfect biscuit for like with milk or tea as well. Really spot on. Yeah, that'll keep me going for the next hour. Now, we could, you know, someone's talking about the syringe again. Remind me of the sword idea. And the idea that we might get some decorative sword stuff going on. Some sort of like, you know, right now, the cosmetics of this fort are, they're not there. They're offline. But we could go and get some sword art online, which I think is a reference to an anime or something. It's a novel series. Yeah, I don't really know. I was like, I'm sure that's a phrase I've heard before. But yeah, we can get some sword art online. I don't know what it is. Is it a manga? It's an anime. Okay. Well, if it's an anime, it's probably based on a manga, because most of them are, I think. All right. Break time is over. Ad break is over. Unpause the game, get the dwarves back to work. So yeah, so we're getting that. Hopefully we get some good thoughts still going on. Some people are ecstatically happy. Who's so happy and why? Tasty Velociraptor, why are you so happy? You're a person who disdains knowledge and has a high willpower. Huh. You're tough, disdain stoicism. You're weak but musical. They'll say, oh, tough, you'd be a good soldier, but you're weak. Although we can train that. If we made Tasty Velociraptor into a miner, they would get muscles from doing that. Could be a thing to do. Felt euphoric due to inebriation. Felt annoyed after having a drink without using a goblet, cup, or mug. Well, listen, we're going to work on it, okay? We'll work on it. Oh, we can make rock coffers, can't we? That's one of the things I was forgetting. Rock coffers. Chests. There we go. Put in some orders there. Okay. There's still a bunch of stuff in there, which makes sense. So, I guess we're gonna have to go and get our metal industry going on here. So we got some lignite. I mean, we arrived with a bunch of coke, which means we're actually good on charcoal or on coal stuff for a little while. But we are gonna want some more. But we're also gonna want some goods. So let's go ahead and dig out this vein. And then, yeah, we'll get our lignite going on here too. I might want to leave this part undone. I know there's the so there's the auto vein mine in DF built in, War Fortress that's built in here. I really like the DF hack version because I've got muscle memory for it from before the vein mining was built into the game. But I also like that it previews what's going to happen here. Because it lets me catch things like that where like, hold on, I think I might want this wall intact because I might want to be able to like block this area off from the outside. Also, we should trade depot and have it ready to go. Over there. Now, this, because I have set my filter, this automatically designated for it to be built with blocks. So it's not going to get built until we have blocks, but theoretically block construction is a thing that's now going to happen. Now, our crossbow, we had ordered one. It has been made. So we could assign someone to hunting, and I kind of like that idea. For that, we are going to want to make sure to get our a butcher's set up as well. I think I'll just quickly go and head and set it up on the surface. Right, that's under farming for whatever reason. And do that, and we'll set up a little tannery up there too, next to each other. Right, again, under farming. That totally makes some sense. And then we are going to plan a little construction around it. What I'll do is I will leave a... maybe this way. I was gonna say I want to leave a gap of 1 for a little mini stockpile there. Do a little offset things. We'll have a pair of doors. I don't know if I can I put down the doors while the walls are still being planned? No, they have to be constructed first. Okay. And we're going to want to leave a vent somewhere in here for the miasma to leak out. So we're going to want to construct a fortification there instead. And then once the walls go up, I'll build a little ramp so that we can roof it off, build the doors, get that all built in. That's going to look nice. So yeah, right. So what I could do over here is put a little stockpile there. Oops. And what was it supposed to be? Is it like hides, right? Which is what, body parts? Or refuse. I can't remember what category. We go through this every time. It's not under leather. Fresh rawhide. think we just turned that on by itself. There. So theoretically, when something gets butchered, the rawhides will get just placed there. And then it'll be ready to be tanned. And then I guess while we're at it, we should also plan our refuse stockpile. I'm going to put here. So it'll be, well, for corpses and refuse. So I'll just turn on refuse, but I'll also turn on corpses. But here, I'm not going to want the fresh rawhides over there. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But, yeah, we'll leave that off. The other option is rotten hides, which is garbage. Okay. I really wanted the refuse pile to be the first thing Caravan sees. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But I do want it on the surface because then when it rots away, it doesn't generate any miasma. All right, Trade Depot's been built, which is great. People are at work over here making some stone things. Our bedrooms are starting to come up. We might do some smoothing at some point. In theory, yeah, we've got some extra lignite. Okay, so since we have some lignite, workshops, we're going to want a furnace. Probably just a smelter right now. Maybe I'll build a couple. And then migrants arrived. Okay, pause a sec. And then, yeah, I guess just a forge. Hold on, where's just the forge? There's a magma forge. Is it just metalsmith? I guess it's just metalsmith. I'm still not used to the new names in the Steam version. It used to be forge and magma forge. Oh, we should get a mechanics workshop, blah, 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 so we can just get ready for some trap stuff. Huh? So they'll get named. Oh my god. Wait. Our migrants are just 3 children? Oh, and a woodworker. Although that does remind me, we should, for our chores, which is what the kids get, we are going to want to disable burial, maybe refuse hauling as well. Because what happens with the kids is they tend to just spend a lot of time just playing around the areas where they've done some work, and then they get tons and tons and tons of bad thoughts. So they'll still be on generic hauling. We still want them to be useful. Used to be the kids weren't useful at all. On the other hand, a pile of corpses of your enemies doesn't make a statement about encouraging your neighbors to stay at peace with you. Yeah, well, they're not going to be at peace with us because we're going to be starting all kinds of crap. That's going to be for sure. I don't know if we have auto unsuspend running here. What am I looking for? Quick commands. What is it? Control Shift E. There you go. Get the suspend manager going. There we go. Good. Suspend manager is just a script that all it's doing is from time to time, it just anything that got suspended, it just unsuspends them. Just in case something got blocked, because that happens all the time. Someone's in the way. Like there's a table here. You know, there was a rock. Someone was there to try to grab the rock, which suspended the construction job. And it's like so easy to forget about it and not notice it ever happened. Ooh, stray horse was slaughtered. Are the yaks and the horses fighting? Or hold on, is my auto butcher running? With old settings? No, I didn't realize it would spawn in with these as a default. Did I set that force that as a default? It's trying to keep 2 copies of everything and no more by default. Which is fine-ish, but it's probably what happened. I'm betting the migrants showed up with some extra horses. Which does remind me, grazing. Although we can't set up grazing. So really, what we're going to be doing is butchering everything that's a grazing animal. Oh yeah, I gotta get the pigs and the turkeys indoors as well. Let's set up some pens for them. So, again, just sort of like bookmarking a zone. We can do that, but what I'm thinking of doing is cutting that in half.